The Statue of Liberty, or Liberty Enlightening the World, is known worldwide as a symbol of freedom and democracy. It is one of the famous landmarks of the world. Millions of people visit Liberty Island every year. According to the data of 2019, more than 42 million people visited it. In this video, we will show you the complete history of the Statue of Liberty, so that you can know why it was built, how much did it cost, and is this statue, like we call Lady Liberty, really a statue of a woman, may actually be a statue of a man.
In 1865, a French political thinker, Edward de la Bolie, who was also an American Constitution expert, proposed that the United States of America should have a monument to liberty, democracy, and the late American President Abraham Lincoln. France should present a statue to the United States in honor of what he did. He proposed this because he wanted to draw the attention of the French people towards democracy. He was tired of the oppressive system of the monarchy and wanted the people to raise their voices against it. Because there was democracy in America, they wanted the French people to be inspired by it and raise their voices for democracy, for freedom. Dear friends, in 1865, France was divided into two groups, those who supported the monarchy and those who believed that man had natural rights. These French liberals, they hoped that a day would come when the common man would rule. Everyone would get complete freedom and justice.
This proposal was presented by Le Bolie, but he had to work hard to turn this idea into reality. Le Bolie spoke to many prominent and influential people in France and raised funds. The work of making the statue was entrusted to a famous French sculptor, Frédéric Auguste Bertholdi, who was an expert in making large-scale sculptures. Frédéric himself was greatly impressed by Le Bolie's liberal ideas, so he immediately supported his preparation. The statue was supposed to be given to the United States on the occasion of Century of Independence, but due to raising funds for its construction, work could not begin until 1875. However, the design was completed in 1870. While Frédéric was designing the statue, he also visited America in 1871. During his travels, Frédéric chose the place where the statue was to be installed.
Frédéric selected New York's Bedloe Island and named it Liberty Island in 1956. It was a small island that was visible from every ship coming to New York. The construction of the statue began in 1876. The raised right arm of the statue, in which he holds a torch, was the first to be built. This hand was built in 1876, and in the same year this was exhibited at the Centennial Celebration of Independence in Philadelphia, USA. The head and shoulders of the statue were completed in 1878 and were also displayed at the Paris Universal Exposition. Between 1881 and 1884, the statue was completed in Paris. After that, in 1884, in the United States, the foundation or the platform on which the statue was to be erected began to collect funds for its preparation.
When a grand gift from France was coming to America, at the same time, preparations were being made to welcome it in America. The preparation of the checkpoint on which this statue was to be placed was entrusted to the United States. It was to be prepared by the United States itself. A lot of money was required for the preparation of this pedestal. For this, a fundraising campaign was started in the United States of America. People were giving funds but very little. It could not build a pedestal. Then came a twist in the story, when a New York newspaper publisher and politician, Joseph Pulitzer, used his newspaper for fundraising. He announced that whoever donates even a penny, his name will be printed in the newspaper along with the amount of funds donated. After this announcement, many people started donating funds in the hope that their name would appear in the newspaper. The task of constructing the pedestal was given to famous American architect Richard Morris Hunt. Richard made this pedestal in Fort Wood style.
Dear friends, the skin of this sculpture is made of copper. That's the look of a model was created. But to have its structure prepared, Frederick contacted Alexander Gustave Eiffel, the designer of the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris. Eiffel designed a structure with the help of iron pylons and steel, made a complete design on which Frederick's copper sheet was applied, and so the Statue of Liberty was created. The statue created by Frederick was named Statue of Liberty, enlightening the world. That is the statue that shows the light to the world. It is a statue of a woman with her right hand raised and a burning torch in it. In her left hand is a book on which is written the history of American independence. On its head is a seven-cornered crown that represents the seven seas and seven continents, meaning that this monument was designed as a symbol of freedom and intellectual enlightenment throughout the world.
The total cost of this statue made in France is $2.5 million US, which would be equivalent to about $4 million in today's history. The Statue of Liberty with its pedestal is 305 feet, that is 93 meters high, while its weight was more than 200 tons.
It is said that Frederick, who created this statue, he designed the face of this set with his mother's face in mind. That is, this statue was prepared on the imprint of his mother. But the famous American author Elizabeth Michelle, in her book Liberty's Torch, The Great Adventure to Build the Statue of Liberty, written that Frederick may have modeled his brother's face, but not his mother's. Elizabeth Michelle wrote, she looked closely at the portrait of Frederick's mother, and she can say with certainty that their faces do not match. While Frederick was a skilled sculptor, it is unlikely that he made any mistakes. She further wrote that in a file, her brother Jean-Charles Bartholdi, his face and that of Lady Liberty are very similar. Elizabeth Michelle therefore believes that what we think of as a statue of a woman may actually be a statue of a man.
Hope you like this video. Please comment down below.
Bye for now.